The most important of this city hall is that it is here that the Nobel Peace Prize is awarded and the winner is honored. Oslo City Hall is built of red brick and has two towers, one 63 meters tall and other 66 meters tall. The bricks used are larger than what was typical at that time of construction, but are roughly of the same size as bricks used in the Middle Ages. The bricks were produced by Hoven Tegelwerk in Oslo. The eastern tower has a set of 49 bells. Various events and ceremonies take place in this building, including the Nobel Peace Prize ceremony, which takes place every December. The idea of building a new city hall in Pipewire was first suggested by Oscar Hoff in 1906, but nothing came of the plan, and in 1915 the idea was taken up by Herinoyeris, who had just stood down as mayor. He noticed the city's lack of a representative city hall to receive the municipality's guests during the 1914 Jubilee exhibition in Frogner. He set up architectural competition which received a total of 44 entries in the first of two rounds. In 1918, Arnsten Arneberg and Magnus Poulsen were selected as winners, and those projects were clearly inspired by Stockholm City Hall. A continued lack of funds meant that construction had to wait, and in the intervening years the architects made several changes in the project. In 1930 they present their final draft, which had undergone significant changes influenced by functionalism. The most apparent change was the addition of two office towers. The ground stone laying ceremony took place in September 1931 with King Haakon VII and Crown Prince Olav in attendance. Actual construction began in February 1933. Various buildings were also torn down. The city's old amusement park, Tivoli, was also forced to close as a new zoning plan created new plots of land for the same. The purpose was to raise funds for the construction of the building. In November 1936, the shell of the building was completed. A few floors of office space were in use by the time war broke out in 1940. Construction resumed after the war and the office space was in use by 1947, while final touches were still being added. Oslo City Hall was officially opened on 15 May 1950 as part of the city's 900-year anniversary. 3 musical compositions were written in connection with the celebrations, written by Ludwig Ignaz Jensen, Eivind Groven, and Carl Anderson. By the time it opened in 1950, the style of the building was no longer popular. Brick was in stark contrast to the steel and glass which architects considered modern at that time, and no further buildings were built in the style afterwards. Stockholm's City Hall, also in brick, had been designed by Ragnar Åselberg and Martin Nyrop designed Copenhagen City Hall, which is also a monumental brick building. Both Nyrop and Åselberg were on the jury which selected the winning design for Oslo City Hall. The building's main hall was decorated by Henrik Svensson and Alf Rolfsen. The hall is 31 meters wide, 39 meters long, and around 21 meters high. The floor and parts of the walls are clad in marble. The room has a series of wall paintings depicting Norway and Oslo between the wars and also during occupation. They also depict the growth of commercial activity in the city, including the rise of the Labour government, various monarchs, and the city patron Saint Hallvard are also depicted.
Nothing was stolen, but this is the main oil painting of wooden plates, the biggest in Europe. More than 100 figures depicting people of the city at play and at work. And if you look at these 4 marble figures above the doors, you see women, 4 women. They symbolize 4 seasons of the year. Winter, shivering, spring, summer, opens and opens. Yes, this is a
Please walk fast little.
banqueting Hall, and it is decorated by the portraits of Norwegian kings. This is Harald V, our present king, His Majesty Harald V, his wife Sonia, and they are 80 years this year. Very in good condition and good form, doing good job. Norway, who was originally Danish prince, who was invited to come in Norway in 1905 after dissolution of the union with Sweden. Perhaps you know from the history, Norway was under Danish crown during more than 400 years. From the 14th century, the end of the 14th century, the plague people died. In Norway, 2/3 of the population died. Tension between our countries, tension on the border. We were on the earth. So this is a East Gallery. Local artists, Krog spent 10 years to decorate this hall. And what's interesting in it, picture mosaic. Look at this one. Okay. So the artist depicts town lives, 4 seasons of the year. You see, winter, spring, summer, and fall.
The room in which the city council meets is semicircular. It is clad in oak and tapestries, the most noticeable of which was designed by Els Olsen, the niece of the architect. Woven by Els Halling, it depicts Saint Halvard and the Seven Virtues. The artists hoped the design would remind the city politicians of the ethics and good decision making.
Will they quarrel each other? Will they quarrel?
They just, they present their view on this or other point, and other can contradict, of course, but not. But it's not necessary that you agree with them. You can. Yes.
Agree green, disagree it is red, and white is neutral. For each one there will be a seat and their name will be here. Saint Albert's statue. Saint Albert. And here also Saint Albert. For your lessons, you want to Norway.
Only Norwegian architecture. Everything, also material, everything is local. The whole house is local. Over there, they get 1,000 people and then. What happened? Yes, it was Swedish. So it was cute. That was not from that.
The Vikings, why you have the Vikings where we would do this map.
Okay, I will say a couple of words.
This is when
Yes, how it happened. So in the Nobel Peace Prize given here, Hall, the King of Norway,
On
the Queen,
December 10th,
Alfred Nobel, Alfred's medal,
anniversary
and
of
here,
Alfred Nobel's death. Each year, Oslo City Hall hosts the Nobel Peace Prize ceremony, in which the annual laureate gives his or her lecture and is awarded the medal and diploma. A podium for the laureate and the Nobel Committee is erected in the far end of the hall for each ceremony. The Norwegian royal family and Prime Minister are attendants. City Hall from the side.
Är det fine?
Ja.